All right, you guys, let's just get right down to the nitty gritty. As word just came down, as CJ McCollum for the Portland Trailblazers has been traded to the New Orleans Pelicans. Once again, breaking news just came down as CJ McCollum is being traded to the New Orleans Pelicans for Josh Hart. According to Sham Sharani of The Athletic and Stadium, McCollum is on the verge of being dealt to New Orleans, with the Portland Trailblazers receiving Josh Hart and a draft pick compensation in return. Now, we all knew that CJ McCollum was out for like a month earlier this season due to a collapsed lung. He returned back in mid-January to be a go-to option for the Portland Trailblazers. 6 games, he's averaging 20 and a half points, half assists a game. Now, and also, a 30-year-old just recently had a kid, so congratulations to him and his wife for that. Injury is also a problem for CJ McCollum in 2021 when a broken foot limited him to just 47 games. He was healthy outside of that, setting a new career highs with 23 points and 4.5 assists. The goal with 40% three-point percentage. Production was a continuation of career as one of the most consistent offensive players in the league while working alongside Damian Lillard and an explosive backcourt. Now, that backcourt, as explosive as it was, we've alluded to many videos about how this team would be limited because of the fact Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum with bad shots. Nevertheless, he's also been an efficient scorer throughout his career, making close to 40% of his attempts beyond arc while hitting 82% of his free throws. Although Damian Lillard has gotten more attention over the years, McCollum has also been important to the team's success past few seasons as an elite scorer who can take over games. It was especially seen during the team's run in the Western Conference semifinals. Not semifinals, Western Conference Finals back in 2019. He averaged 24.7 points in 16 games. After failing to replicate that postseason run, Portland decided to go in a different strategy by splitting the backcourt. It comes after the team had already signaled its plans for a rebuild because remember, they just traded away Norman Powell and Robert Covington to the LA Clippers. Now, the Trailblazers continue to be sellers and remove McCollum's contract with about $69.1 million owed in 2022 and in 2023. So now the Pelicans have a nice little group with Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, and whenever Zion Williamson decide to put down the turkey leg and get on the treadmill and get back on the court. Right? Now Zion was unavailable at the moment due to a foot injury. There have been few reliable scoring options besides Brandon Ingram. Yeah, because the reason why they traded for CJ McCollum, my personal thoughts, I'm not reading off the article anymore. I'm just giving you my personal thoughts on this matter. The reason why they traded for CJ McCollum, they were expecting Nickeil Alexander-Walker to be that scoring punch off the bench. They were expecting Nickeil Alexander-Walker to take the next step. Unfortunately, Nickeil Alexander-Walker has not taken the next step. If anything, he's played himself out of the rotation now with the addition of CJ McCollum. That's the truth of the matter. Nikhil Alexander-Walker has been a massive disappointment. Devontae Graham, the free agent signing that they got from the Charlotte Hornets, he has been a disappointment. So if you ask me, those two players right there are the reason why New Orleans decided to pull off this trade. Now, what would New Orleans with CJ McCollum, right? They get a very dynamic scorer. He can score the basketball. He can create his own shot. My question is, how will he mesh with Brandon Ingram and the shot selection? That's the question I have when it comes to CJ McCollum. We know CJ McCollum throughout the years with him and Damian Lillard Portland has been known to take bad shots. Like they were part of that hip hop rap group called Jack-A-Lot Records, a very up and coming record label with these two. So that's the question I got. Now, I want to hear what you guys think. I want to know what you guys think with this move. And the fact that the Pelicans only gave up Josh Hart, man, that to me, this is the steal. This is a steal. They literally got a steal. All they give up is Josh Hart and draft picks. That's it. That's a steal for the New Orleans Pelicans. And looking at the standings, because with the moves Portland had made, it's pretty safe to say that the Trailblazers will not be going anywhere in the postseason. They're not even going to make the postseason. Let me just make that perfectly clear. Okay. Now, in the standings, as we speak, I'm gonna pull this up for everybody, so that way I don't want to confuse nobody. I don't want nobody thinking I'm just making this up. So I'm gonna pull up the screen and we're gonna share it and we're gonna watch it together. We're gonna watch it together, everybody. That's right. Now, one team that was interested in CJ McCollum was the New York Knicks. That was one team that was interested in CJ McCollum. Obviously, that's not going to happen now. That's not going to go down now. All right. So here we go. All right, have lead pass. Thank you very much. Why is this not showing up? You know what? We'll go here. We'll go right here. All right. So New Orleans Pelicans sit 10th right now in the Western Conference. Look like they're about 4.5 games behind the Lakers. So as of right now, the matchups will be the Timberwolves and Clippers, Lakers, Pelicans. That will be the matchup as we speak. If the playoffs or the play-in game were to start today, this is what we're left with. What's up, Wilts? Gideon, Think Tank, I appreciate y'all for being up in here, right? So are they going to, with this move, Are they going to be able to make a move now in the standings? We'll just have to see. Time reveals all, ladies and gentlemen. Time reveals all. But you got to be excited if you're the New Orleans Pelicans. You got a dynamic playmaker, right? Now, for those of you may not be aware, or let's just go to the New Orleans Pelicans page, right? Look at the way they are offensively. 26 in points per game. They're 23rd in offensive rating, 22nd in defensive rating, at being one of the slower paced teams in the league. Right? So, I mean, look at all these guys on this team, man. I mean, you kill Alexander Walker, right? You got, like I alluded to earlier in the stream, for those who might be coming in, he's going to be the most impacted by what's his face being acquired. Nikhil Alexander Walker is going to be the guy, along with Devontae Graham, will be the two individuals that will be most impacted by TJ Mccollum being acquired by the New Orleans Pelicans. All right. If you ask me, Nikhil Walker played his way out the rotation. Let's see, Garrett. Okay, whatever. Valanciunas won't be impacted. Josh Hart, he's with Portland now. We got to see how we're gonna visit how that impacts Portland here in a bit. We got Jackson Hayes, who's been coming on as of late. Last 4 games, he's been a monster. Of course, Brandon Ingram, they got a nice little 1-2 punch there. Trey Murphy, no threat. Center threat. Hernan Gomez, none of these guys are threats. When Zion Williamson gets back, whenever he gets back from his foot injury, we have to see how that gets incorporated between Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, and Zion Williamson, provided Zion Williamson still wants to stay with New Orleans. Sterling Young, what you got, man?
Salute to the panel and chat. Very shocking. It was out of nowhere to me. Him to be traded. Because I thought CJ was gonna be a free agent. I didn't know they was gonna trade him.
Well, if they don't trade him and he becomes a free agent, then he walks, then you get nothing out the deal.
Yeah.
Does that mean Dame being traded next? I know Damian Lillard's made it perfectly clear he don't want to be part of no rebuild. So, but yet at the same time, they're looking to build the team around Damian Lillard.
I mean, after this trade, I think he's gonna, because him and CJ, because him and CJ were cool. Cool duos at the time. The very good duo. So I feel like he might request one. Once after this happened. But that's his business. That's you gotta know. It's just business. You know. You know. That's just how it is. And for him be traded to like I said, for CJ being traded for the Pelicans, with young guys, him and Bi, I feel like they could. I feel like they can work together. He can take that low off.
Hey,
Yeah.
hello, Fro. Hey, you can say whatever you want to say, but it just happened. That literally just happened. It literally just happened. You say you don't think you're going to trade for just Josh Hart some picks, and I'm telling you what just happened.
It's completed.
It's completed.
The trade is completed.
Barring a physical, of course, if anybody feels the physical, then the trade gets null and void. But
yeah, it's completed. They just working to reach agreement, like which, hmm. Like I said, it's like I said, it's very shocking. Um, but not surprised. I'm very shocked, but not surprised because I kind of figured that Portland, they were gonna have to trade either Dame or CJ, you know, and traded him to the Pelicans. Like I said, him and Bi, I feel like they can work some together out. Um, just like how Dame and CJ is. I feel like he can work some out with the Pelicans. So um uh I think this when he gets to this team, I feel like he's gonna be viewed differently.
Hmm.
Because it's going to me it's like, okay, now you playing without Dame, how you gonna perform?
Well, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out, man. I'm telling you right now, if you ask me, the Pelicans, they're trying to make a move up this Western Conference standings. It's there for them to take. The Lakers have been playing mediocre basketball. Uh, we already saw Norman Powell and Robert Covington got traded to the LA Clippers and all that. And you see what Norman Powell did. Norman Powell, even though they got blown out, but Norman Powell, that motherfucker put up a monster stat line just like 23 minutes off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
So Portland's clearly in the rebuild. I mean, since we on here right now, let's look at the Portland Trailblazers, right?
Right.
Let's look at the Portland Trailblazers real quick. Since we're at this moment.
Yeah. Did they trade Norman Powell too? No.
They did.
Yeah.
They traded him and Robert Covington to the Clippers
Right.
last week.
Right. And then this happened. Okay. Now they now I understand. Yeah.
Neil Oshie got fired. They need to update this shit. Now, I mean, look at this roster right here. Now, does this roster to you scream NBA championship?
Nope. Because you got
So
rid
you
of
ask me, the next person that gets traded is Yusuf Nurkic. I think he gets traded next. I think he's the next domino to fall.
feel like
So,
Nursack Narcel will get traded.
I think Yusuf Nurkic is the next guy that gets traded.
Yeah, I feel
You
like
heard it
both.
here first on this channel.
I
I
feel
think he's the next. I think he's the next domino to fall.
right, yeah. I feel like definitely. I feel like him, Nursev, both of them, good for them. Uh,
And I think also too, because remember Damian Lillard just got surgery done. He said
yeah,
he will be part of a rebuild. I think Damian Lillard sits out the rest of the season.
definitely, he will do that.
I think he sits out the rest of the season. I think they trade Yusuf Nurkic and they just leave the white flag on the season,
Mm, yeah,
which means guys like Anthony Simons is going to get some shine. Nazir Little's out for the season. Tony Snell. I mean, God, Jesus Christ Almighty. I need to say more about Tony Snell. Ben McLemore. Do I need to say more about Ben McLemore? Right. Larry Nance Jr. has been out with injuries. We already know he's been traded. Dennis Smith Jr. Ugh, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, this roster here is just fucking awful.
mm,
Justice Winslow, this is like his fourth team in it because he was with Miami. Then he
Miami,
was with
Clippers,
Memphis. Then
Memphis.
he was with the Clippers, and this is fourth NBA team in 6 years.
Yeah. Mm, mm.
To call HK's point, the Raptors are going after Nurkic, and I'm gonna tell you why they're going after Nurkic. Because Chris Boucher, right? Chris Bobby Boucher is in the fucking doghouse of Nick Nurse. For whatever inexplicable reason, what's his face is in Nick Nurse's doghouse. And the Toronto Raptors, I have to admit, they've been coming on lately. You know, if there was one person that was critical about them, it's me. So, you know, hey, give it up to him. He's been amazing. Because I was highly critical of him at first, to the point I thought the Raptors should have fired him. But hey, they've been coming on. So
I know what they're doing.
I gotta give credit where credit's due.
I feel like I know what the Trip Shovel is doing. Okay, since if Damon don't want to be rebuilding, they're trying to go for more younger, like how the Rock is doing. Like they seeing how Jaw doing with the Grizzlies. Young Jaffa, the young guy, and look what he's doing with the Grizzlies. I think they're trying to do with the Trailblazers. I think they're doing the same thing, trying to find that young superstar, young phenom to take this team over.
So
yeah.
No, go ahead and finish up.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about Portland real quick. Right? So who do you think is the projected starting lineup with the Josh Hart news? We know Anthony Simons is going to be the starter. We know that Josh Hart is going to be a starter, physical, and you know he clears that hurdle, right?
Oh, for the point guard, if Dame is hurt, no, Dame's not playing. So
Dame's out, yeah.
Josh Hart, shooting guard, it's between
maybe Eric Bledsoe gets in the starting lineup. He becomes like the point guard, and Anthony Simons the shooting guard, and then you got Josh Hart as a small forward, right?
Yes, Josh Hart, small forward. Power forward, I think they might give it to Larry Nance Jr.
when he plays. Because I think he's been out for injuries, so I think so you can't play him yet. But I do think one person they put in the starting lineup, Tony Snell.
Oh boy,
that's a dark brother. That's a dark brother.
Oh my God! You know,
he's still in the league. I'm still shocked he's still in the league.
Right, hey man, you know Snell look like the bar biscuit. You know that.
That's what I'm shocked about. Like you still in the league?
Jesus, man. Leon, okay, so if they don't trade Nurkic, he'll be in the starting lineup too. All right, so Gideon, what you got on all this?
Salute. For the Pelicans, it's a good trade for them because you get another guy that's another go-to guy to help out Brandon Ingram. CJ can create his own shot, can get to the basket, can get to the foul line. My only thing with CJ is I hope he can stay healthy because they're going to need him later in the season. They want to have a shot making the playoffs. For the Blazers, I mean, Josh Hart's a good defender who can hit the three. But other than that, Alexander Walker's average at best. I mean, he's decent. He can hit the three here and there. Thomas Semiramsky is an average role player who can hit the three here and there. But the Blazers, man, I don't know about this trade. I think Portland lost the trade by a mile, and New Orleans got better. And if they can just get healthy, they have a great opportunity to make the playoffs. I don't think they'll make it, but if they can just get healthy, they'll at least might have a shot getting to the play-in tournament.
Yeah, how you feel about the trade to CJ to the Pelicans?
I think it's a good trade for the Pelicans.
I think Portland's trying to hit the reset button, if you ask me.
Yeah. True. I think it's like I said,
these guys or whatever like that, right? Because look, let's just face it. You know, we talked about this team on many occasions on this channel, and we alluded to the fact that this team was just not built to go anywhere. So, with the GM realizing this, he's waving the white flag. He's offloading everybody.
Yeah, but like I said, to me, I think the Trailblazers, they're doing what the Grizzlies doing. Like when they got drafted Jaw and and traded Mccollum, look how the Grizzlies are. They about to be like in the playoff spot, and seeing how the young players elevate teams. So I think that's what they're doing. You know, trying to get rid of players who don't need no more, and find some young guys to take over Trailblazers since the rebuilding. And
okay, so let's from there say let's just let I really don't like to do hypotheticals. Why am I doing on this one?
mm-hmm.
Do they trade Damian Lillard? Yes or no?
I'm gonna say no. I think as long as Dame likes Portland, I'm gonna say no.
Sterling Young, you think they trade Damian Lillard? Yes or no?
No.
Something in the back of my mind tells me that they will trade him.
They will trade him if
he wants to be traded.
I think if he got if he forced them to trade him.
Yeah, he would have to be, and I
force them to tell them to trade me.
Right,
they ain't gonna trade Dame.
Dame's too loyal and important. Dame needs to understand that this team's never going to win. Dame kind of put this on himself because here's the thing: you didn't have to sign that 4-year extension in 2019 to stay important. You could have just bounced because he was unrestricted. You know.
Well, this is the thing, right? I'm pretty sure he had a idea that he wants to be that. This is the thing. And it goes back to the whole loyalty thing because remember, there was one point that Damian Lillard wanted to leave, but he saw Giannis Antetokounmpo won that NBA championship in Milwaukee, and Giannis is getting way more respect for that championship he won in Milwaukee over the championships that a lot of people, this is not my words, these are a lot of people saying out there. Well, they respect Giannis' championship over KD's 2 in Golden State, or over LeBron's 2 in Miami, and things like that, right? Now, I don't agree with that sentiment because with the free agency and players can be able to go where they want to go, it's a grind to even begin to win the NBA championship. Because had these guys won the championship, we would have been cooking them for not winning at all.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to give some credit to that, right? All this notion that, oh man, I don't respect their championship and all that, man, that's bullshit, right? These guys, because had they not won it, they'll be cooking them for not winning it.
Good point.
So I don't want to hear this bullshit. A lot of people out here be spouting about, oh man, the only reason why you won, they got KD. KD had to that team, right? It's kind of like twofold. But anyway, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. That's another conversation for another day. The fact is this: Portland's waving the white flag. New Orleans put himself a spot in the play-in game with a potential to make the playoffs and all that. To do that, they need dynamic scoring. That's why, because Nickeil Alexander-Walker, they drafted out of Virginia, was supposed to be that guy, and he is not. He's not to be that guy.
Right. Right. Good point, LB. Good point.
So that's where I'm at on that. But yeah, this is a crazy trade and all that.
Yep.
I think Nurkic. I know they want to build around Damian Lillard, but I think they Damian. But at the same time, I think they trade Nurkic, the white flag on the season. They got. I think. Hold on. Let's look at what draft picks they got.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's the problem. Because if you trade Nurkic and you look at the roster here, you only have one center.
Pretty much. And now, yeah.
That's bad. That's bad. If you get rid of center and you have only one big man, who's Cody Zeller,
is an average player at best.
Rarely get hurt.
And then he's injury prone also.
Always try to get played. That's a bad thing for the Blazers.
Yeah. I don't think the Blazers make the play-in. You guys, I don't see it. I don't think they make the play-in.
All these moves they're making pretty much. All these moves they're making right now pretty much signaling they're waving the white flag. So this contract came off the books. They got Bird. So that's this is even more reason I believe that he's gonna get traded. Look at this right here, right? Nurkic on the last year of his deal. He's gonna become a free agent after the season.
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna become an unrestricted free agent after the season. He's definitely getting traded. He is definitely getting traded. Nurkic on the last year of his deal, $12.5 million. He's definitely a goner. What's up, James?
It says right there, signing using.
Hello, everybody. Good top in the morning, man. What's down with it?
Hey, so the news is CJ McCollum is now a New Orleans Pelican.
But how they did that though? Who they got rid of?
Josh Hart, Neil, Alexander Walker, Thomas Sanderansky, and a pick.
Josh Hart.
Josh
So
Hart.
You give away defense? I don't like that. You could have gave away anybody else but Josh Hart.
But who?
That's what I don't like. You see, the dude got potential. They already started this growth fucking with LeBron. They should have been took the handcuffs off Josh Hart and just let him burn out. He young, he got the legs, he got defensive mind mentality, and he a streaky shooter, which if you put him in the games more than you do give him chances to give opportunities to help the team win, he could get familiar and get those strokes down. He could get in rhythm. But he barely get burned. And then when he do get burned, this what you do to man. Like for CJ McCollum, I wouldn't have did it. CJ McCollum showed you he not that nigga anyway. So I ain't giving up all that. Then you gave away two point guards. A point guard and a shoot guard, really. You could have just gave away two point guards on that fuck. Because we deep at the point guard position. And Alexander, another one.
Real quick. So the package includes Josh Hart, Tomas Satoransky, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and a draft compensation.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't giving that up for no McCollum, dog. Because if you think about it, Walker was coming along. Walker was giving you 15 a game, only if you give him the playing time. When you give him the burn, that dude go out there and perform. High motor like Russell Westbrook. Not saying he gonna be a superstar or all-star, but you got to give these young players the time to develop, man.
They're more. LB. It's not only just CJ. They traded CJ, Larry Nance, and Tony Snell to the Pelicans.
Oh, so they did trade Tony Snell.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that. You talking about the one who Chicago had, and he was in Milwaukee for a little time.
Yeah.
No, Larry Nance was with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
No, I'm talking about Snell.
Oh yeah, Tony Snell with the Milwaukee Bucks.
He said Snell. He said Snell.
Oh, Snell? Yeah. You're right. Yeah. I thought you meant Larry Nance, but yeah, you're right.
Snell was with the Bucks too. Don't forget.
Yeah, that's what I said. See, that's the only thing. Gideon, I don't like them taking these young dudes, not giving them the proper opportunity to develop. If that's the case, send them to the G League. Excuse me.
So one more thing. So, because this is another thing I'm confused about. So, if they don't trade Jackson Hayes, because Jackson Hayes has actually been coming on lately, right?
Yeah.
That means they could be a log jam at the front court for the Pelicans, because you got Valanciunas, and you got Larry Nance, then you got Jackson Hayes, then you got Herb Jones, and then you got
now, how we get Larry Nance? I thought Larry Nance was on the on the Cavaliers.
He used to be Master Blazer.
He was on Portland this season. I guess they traded him to the Pelicans too.
God damn it. See, all right, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. That was a dumb move to me.
So, if I'm the Blazers, I'm going after motherfucking Jackson Hayes. You already go trade goddamn unless you're gonna re-sign Yusuf Nurkic. I don't know why Yusuf Nurkic is gonna be part of some kind of rebuilding project. We've seen that he's on the last year of a $12 million deal, right?
Yeah.
Unless they prioritize re-signing him in the offseason, he's gone before Thursday. Now, who they gonna get back in for him? I don't know. I know my ear to the streets, but some things left close to the vest.
I mean, you gotta think about it, James. You got CJ.
I seen CJ enough. You couldn't get it done with Dame and the team you did have. So I'm just saying, like, Why they keep recycling these old garbage ass players who only showing you they about one thing, just putting up numbers and getting the bag? You got a young team that's willing to go out there and put it on the line. You holding them back, you're not playing them, and then you breaking their confidence by doing dumb shit like this. Why draft a player if you're gonna trade them away for an old ass veteran? You might as well just trade all your picks away and just go sign old ass veterans and when free agency come up. That's what you doing. Name me a fucking team that got a young nigga on their roster that they drafted besides a John Morant, a Luka Doncic type talent. All the rest of them type niggas getting fucking shipped away, boy. And that's not fucking right, dog. And they wonder why the game is in the place that it's in. They don't have no developmental skills. You done took away the D League. Draymond Green should have been in the D League. But he's still making all-star teams and ain't playing. That's the fuck I'm saying. Man, I'm not doing that shit. And like I say, this nigga Mccollum, you could keep them 30 points because he ain't never won doing that shit. You just gave away 15 and Josh Hart could get you another 12. Man, come on, man. And I done seen Josh Hart go for 20. Only when he get the burn and get the touches he deserved. When they move the ball and shut the ball, I watched this team. Even when Zion was playing with him. Man, I'm not giving away no defense for no motherfucking CJ McCollum, man. No fucking way. That was a bad move, man.
Not true.
And like I say, Nickeil Alexander-Walker is more athletic than CJ. He played the same position. Get that man the fucking burn and let him rock out. I guarantee he go out there and get you 20 a night. How many times you see him out there, though?
I think he's going to get the opportunity to rock out in Portland because...
That's what I'm saying, LB, and watch him. That dude gonna cut it. I seen it. When they get that dude a chance to rock out, he out there putting up big numbers for the Pelicans, and nobody can't lie about that. Go check his numbers out.
So yeah, so you got him and Anthony Simon. So now that we got the news, now that we got more news, now we got more information, now we can actually assess this shit. So we got Anthony Simons. We know that's going to be the starter in Portland. Matter of fact, he'll be their primary ball handler, along with Eric Bledsoe. They might have Eric Bledsoe come off the bench, but I would get you have Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He'll get time to do whatever he need to do, right? Because in Portland and in New Orleans, I think he played himself out the rotation. I know there were some stretches of game where Alexander-Walker shot the ball terrible.
Yeah, he did. I give you that. So that's why I say you got to know how to develop the players. LB, my bad. That's all I want to say.
You good.
But that's all I want to say.
Right. So I think that right there, because James, a lot of times these players, their confidence go up when the shot is falling. But when the shot's not falling, that's when that's everything else about their game slip. The defense, the instinctiveness, all this other stuff slip when the shot's not falling. And I think that's one dynamic that Alexander Walker got to get over and shit like that. Still got to play when it's not falling. You can't just let other areas of your game slip.
And see, that's the only thing I do like about the CJ pick, because I know CJ is a real bucket getter. But we need to stay on course. We got Brandon Ingram to get buckets. You know what I mean? Let Brandon Ingram rock out with the dudes and just play the cards that you dealt. Like you say, Jackson Hayes is a nice slasher. They don't know how to develop these players. They don't know how to put them in position to be successful. So they be quick to dump these motherfucking young kids off without trying to develop them. You know what I mean? And he'll bust. No, nigga, you ain't coaching him up. And then you ain't even playing him. How the fuck this nigga supposed to get in the rhythm playing 6 minutes a fucking game?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, CB Sports TV? Salute to my homie, man. Y'all go subscribe to this channel, man. If you support what I do, there's the Cash App, there's the PayPal if you support what I do. Now, yeah, you're right. James, I think you and I talked about this a lot, online and offline, about how these players a lot of times get stunned by these coaches who don't develop them.
Yeah.
The teams that do their homework, that's the team that you see go to the playoffs year in and year out, be successful year in and year out. Championship or no championship, because they can only go to one team. But they consistently in contention. The teams that don't do their homework, that's the teams you see always in the draft lottery year after year after year.
But
Right.
it's like a disease, a rash you can't get off your fucking body. And that's why they always in shambles. And these small market teams do it to themselves because they always jump at the first thing that sounds sweet and looks sweet. But that's not good for your team because you're already on the right trajectory. Y'all been on the winning streak. Y'all been playing everybody. You know what I mean? Y'all been trying to get it back in the rhythm of things. Defense starting to look good. Man, listen, why would you fuck with that? For a nigga like this,
Mm-hmm.
man, I ain't doing it.
But like, do you think that CJ and Bi can work together?
Yeah, they gonna have to. That's why they made the deal, man. So I don't know if they can because both of them need the ball to dance. I don't like how Bi play. Don't get it twisted because I think they should use him way like in a different way that they use it. They got him bringing up the ball, trying to do Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving type thing to create for himself. When I think he a good off the ball player too, where he could come off those pin downs and get those shots up and be a better player that way, where you ain't gotta waste so much energy, exert so much energy trying to dribble and create and create for yourself. It's just like, come on, man, coaches need to see this type of bullshit. I, I ain't never made it, so who the fuck am I? You know what I mean? I just played the game and I learned to play the game. I watched carefully and I understood what it took to be great and success and have success playing these games. Like whether it was baseball, running track, technique is everything, dog. These dudes don't have it. They go out there with pure natural talent and ability and think that shit gonna get them somewhere. They don't work on their game and the coaches ain't doing nothing to help them. So that's what you got. You got a commodity product. You got that government cheese. You ain't got that craft cheese that's gonna melt easily. So when that bitch fall on the burger, that bitch melting all on the skillet. You gotta cook that bitch 2 hours for that cheese start to melt on your burger. Nobody wants to take shit, man.
So here's another thing that we need to talk about, right? Do y'all think Zion comes back this season?
No,
No. Mm-mm.
done.
I doubt it. Nah,
No.
his injuries, no.
I'm gonna let him come back anyway because I know what he's doing. Though, get in, you quit on the team, and you trying to use it like you can't get in the shape, man. I don't want to hear that shit, nigga. You just don't want to play, and you already said you want to be there. So get rid of the nigga. Instead of you getting rid of all that young talent, you could have getting rid of that nigga and still got about 4 more bodies. You
True.
know what I mean? Since y'all say he that nigga, he got it. He better than John Morant, right? That's what I heard a lot of people say. So the Pelicans could have used that bum ass nigga who won't want to be there. Why give away the talent that you got building and now they started clicking and get cohesiveness and you get rid of Dashard, Alexander, give away picks. I ain't doing it. No, I can't do it. I'm staying the course, man. I'm staying on track.
Even at the expense of possibly losing the season or whatever?
Yeah, you already losing the season. You 21 and 30 something, man. You ain't about to come back and make no fucking playoff. You like number 12 or number 13. You ain't making the playing game.
Well,
Now,
right now,
Zion do come back and get his head out his ass, and you add them to 25 points to CJ and Brandon Ingram, and we see how it look, and we see he take the shit serious like he was when he first came out and tried to make it. But Elvin Gentry, the one managed the man minutes. You got 15 minutes to play with. Why is you burning them out in the first beginning of the quarter instead of letting them be your closer? It's just like dumb shit to me, dog. Like I got to work, LB. I can't put my hair out. I got gray hair coming in my face fucking with this shit, man. I can't be doing that shit. I'm too young to die, man. Fuck that.
But
Nigga ain't
man,
about to give me no stroke.
I tell you, man, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, me personally, this is a dumbass trade by the Portland GM.
yeah, for the Blazers, it's not a good trade for the
They're
Blazers.
the one dumb though, LB. They getting rid of me. It's crazy.
They got virtually got a bag of potato chips from this trade, really.
This is a this is a bad trade by the Portland GM. But then again, this he's the interim because when they had Neil Oshie got fired for all his and I reported this on this channel that Neil Oshie was fired because he was creating a hostile working environment over there, right?
Right.
So But hey, New Orleans got the better. They got the better deal. But I think this got to be coming from the top down. This has to come from Jody Allen. That they was going to hit the reset button and all that. That they're going to really hone in on next season and really get pieces together around Damian Lillard.
So you think that's what they're trying to do, LB?
Yeah, because Damian Lillard's made it clear he don't want to be part of no rebuilding project. He don't.
Well, what the fuck they doing then? Ain't they rebuilding?
All
That's
these goddamn trash players that they
that sounds like a rebuilding process to me.
I think they're waving the white flag on the season. I don't think Damian Lillard's coming back this year. He just
Me
had
too.
surgery.
I
He's
think
gonna
he's
be out
done
like
too.
2 months. I don't think
Well,
he's
hold
coming
up.
back this
What
season.
is contract looking like then, LB?
Oh well, it's funny that you mentioned that. Let's pull that up.
I'm saying Damian Lillard only got like 1 year left on his contract and he can opt out of some
He
shit.
got way more than that.
Well, but shit, I forgot he just signed that shit, huh? About 2
Yeah.
years ago. Well, that's him. He fucked
Yeah,
that
4
shit.
year extension.
So
2 years ago.
hey. And why the black coach always get the worst end of the stick, man? That's all I'm saying. Why they want to wait for Chauncey Billups to the job to be doing all this bullshit? That's what you got to look at too, man. There's some bullshit going on out here, bro. The black
Oh yeah,
nigga always got to be
you
good.
know. Look what's going on in Detroit with Dwayne Casey, or New Orleans with Jamar Mosley, right? All
Yeah.
these black coaches getting raw deals with these fucking bullshit ass teams. The only guy that's really made wine out of water is Bickerstaff, JB Bickerstaff.
Mm-hmm.
Salute to that big dog. That's the one in Cleveland, huh?
Yeah.
All right, he's doing a great job. I see Cleveland just got Travis LeVert too, big ball.
Steven Silas in Houston. So if you look at all those guys, the only guy that really made wine out of water is motherfucking JB Bickerstaff. Everybody else making them out to look like doo-doo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they ain't got no bread, no fish, no
So let's go down to Damian Lillard's contract. He just signed that extension.
Yeah, 4 years.
I thought he was coming down the pipe though, but I was like, I wasn't sure. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't sure. I think he gonna try to sneak out the back door though. Why, Damian Lillard? He gone.
Well, he's got 3 more years left on this deal after this season.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that shit. 48 million. God damn.
Sheesh.
He been paying more than what? Nigga say $48 million.
This last year of his deal, $48 million, man. Oh my God, yo.
One championship.
This motherfucker could be like Scrooge McDuck having his own vault, swinging in fucking coins and shit.
Right.
He has his own duck going on out there in Portland.
But I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm thinking about?
Hit the like button, y'all. Let's drive this YouTube algorithm. Hit the like button. What's up?
You know what I was thinking about? They ain't probably not even worrying about that shit anyway. They ain't probably in it just for the money. Not saying he don't want to win, but when he see niggas stacking the deck and they letting them, but I can't do this, and y'all taking all my players and giving them away, and you talking about we ain't gonna rebuild, and I don't want to be a part of this, but look like we're in the rebuilding process. They ain't probably in it for the money right now. They ain't say, look, man, I'm gonna take my bag. I'm gonna still go out there and play hard. I'm gonna give you your money worth, but I ain't about to go join no super team because it ain't gonna feel right. So let's see how he play the rest of his career out because it's gonna be interesting, dog. I know he want to win, but come on, man. At some point, a real nigga gonna be like, y'all fucking over me, bitch. Give me my money then, and I'm just gonna play for the bag. Like I said, I'm still gonna go out there and ball out. You know, I'm gonna put up the numbers. I'm gonna still be Dame time, hit game winners and all that. But I'm gonna play the cards that y'all tell me. Like I said, why Chauncey Billups got to get the ass into the stick all of a sudden when Terry Stotts just sat there damn near 8-9 years fucking the team up with his no coaching ass.
Yep. And he's
LB. Hold on.
Terry Stotts awful. Yeah, he got 9 years to run that train down to the ground and all that. But yeah, man, this is crazy. This is some crazy ass news. Have to see how this all play out. All-Star Brown. The trading deadline, for those of you who may not be aware, is on Thursday at 3 o'clock. Thursday at 3 o'clock is the trading deadline. And we'll just have to see who else gonna be gone.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's gonna be interesting to see what direction they go into. Because now that they got all them Pergons, they backcourt, they got a long ass backcourt now. They got Walker, they got Dame, and they got the dude Josh Hart back there, and they still got the nigga what his name is,
Anthony
Simon.
Simons.
Yeah, man, them boys deep in the backcourt. They don't got no wing players, no defensive minded wing players, no big men. Because Nurkic is like a stretch five. Like, why is y'all going for all this backcourt like that? What the fuck is up? I don't know what they doing over there. That's what I'm saying. Like, Portland fucking up big time. And they went to when they had Golden State down without Kevin Durant, 18, 16, 17, 15. They was winning all those games by double digits, dog. Just couldn't close it.
Yeah.
Damn it, CJ, with them stupid ass shot selections.
Yeah. All right, Sosa Bang, what you got?
I just feel like Dame got to get out of there ASAP, man. He got to go.
If he do go, he gonna want to go to a contender. He can't.
I feel like he'd fit good with Embiid. The Sixers.
Okay, so this is the problem with that. The Sixers don't got the assets to acquire Damian Lillard because they got max contracts tied up with Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, and Ben Simmons. So they don't got. So you're gonna have to give up somebody. I know Ben Simmons already made it clear he don't want to go to Portland.
Okay, I know that.
So that's not going to work.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't see him playing this year though at all. I think he'll sit out the rest of the year.
Well, he's already had surgery. He got surgery done, so yeah, he's not going to come back.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
He's already going to be out like 2 months anyway. Portland making all those moves. He's not coming back. He's not this year. So
he ain't gonna risk the injury, getting hurt again. It ain't worth it. Especially if he ain't going to the playoffs.
No, they definitely not going to the playoffs.
I know that. Yeah.
Nope, definitely not going nowhere. So, oh well, just have to see how all this play out. It's gonna be good, and it's gonna be real.
CJ, you think CJ a good role player or what?
A good role player. He can be no role player in Portland. I mean, New Orleans. Yes.
I don't see him as no star. I really don't see him as no superstar. No.
No, we ain't asking to be no superstar, but he can go out there and score the basketball though.
Yeah.
He ain't no superstar. No. Anybody ask him to do that? No. All right. So last thing before I got to split. Do y'all think the Portland? No. Do y'all think the New Orleans Pelicans make the playoffs, James? James, you there?
Yeah, I mean, what you say, LB?
Do you think the Pelicans make the playoffs after these series of moves?
It's gonna be hard for them to make it. Now, I ain't saying they can't catch fire, and like I said, it's they're gonna need a lot of help. But I like what they've been doing the last couple of games. How they've been trying to turn it around. They've been on a high streak. They've been doing good. That's why I don't understand why they made that move. And then you gave rid of You gave away the players who was a part of that. For that, nah, man. I say, bro, like I say, man, you know how I'm built, LB. Like we're already struggling because it's a new system, new coaches. They're trying to implement what they doing. Then you got a nigga quitting on the team, won't eat shrimp sandwiches, roast beef, and gumbo all fucking day. But then you got the rest of these dudes out here running up and down this bitch trying to win. Like I like what Brandon Ingram doing. He trying to block that shit out. But come on, man, we asking BI to do the unthinkable right now. Now the only thing I see why they made that move because they needed that extra 20 to 30 for show points to help BI because they see the direction that the team is going in. So that's another reason why I could see they like made that move like that to help BI on the offensive end, but it ain't the offense. We it's defense. And CJ McCollum ain't no fucking defensive minded ass person like to come make no difference. And then what if a nigga lock him up? You know what I mean? It'd be hard for him to get off some games. He be like I said, he worked too hard for them little 29, the little 30 points he do be getting. So come on, man, you got to get a man help on defense at least. And you got rid of that. Josh Hart is a defensive player. I ain't doing that deal. You need defense to win, bro. I just don't understand what these dudes be thinking about sometimes. They press the panic button. What you call them? Want reboot that shit and start over? Don't bring that bullshit over here. I done seen them get their ass hawked down 15. Like I said, they had 3 big point lead where they could have easily won that series against Golden State and solidified themselves. You could have got beat in the championship, but you beat the Splash Brothers. You and McCollum did that. Them niggas play stupid, man. They just want jack up threes all day, and that shit hunting. Now, I don't know what's up with Dame Lillard, like I said. You say he don't want to be a part of no rebuilding process, but shit. They rebuilding to me.
Yep.
And he stuck over there. He assed out. Ain't nothing he can do to get out there because you say he got 3 years left on that contract. So that's like a Russell Westbrook situation. Who gonna be willing to take that and give up that young talent to get a nigga like Dame to try to get over the hump because they feel like he that nigga that can get him over the hump? You know what I mean? I think the Clippers got some pieces that they can send over there, but I don't think the Clippers gonna want to do that shit.
We'll see. Because right now, Clippers they got more assets than the Lakers do, but
Yeah, I'm just saying that's what I'm talking about. As far as assets, you got Terrence Mann, you got Kennard, you got the Morris twin, you got different people. You could even throw Serge Ibaka in there because they don't have no defensive minded at the front court like Serge. That's where they hurting that too. Because Nurkic ain't that type of nigga. I'm just saying you got people to play with the former big three in LA at the basement as far as the Clippers. And if I was the Clippers to get over the hump, knowing Kawhi going through what he going through, Paul George might not come back, but they say he looking good to come back. Man, I'm thinking about pulling that deal since they trying to clean house. I'm on the phone with them bitches right now. What y'all want? Now, if it's too steep, I ain't gonna fuck with it. But if it's up my alley, shit, I send them niggas right now. I pay for all their flights.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't blame you, James. But hey, I gotta get up out of here. Always good to have you on, my brother. Go subscribe to my homie Nola Boy Sponsored News if you have not. If you're
Oh,
not
man,
subscribed
thank you for that, man. He's all good.
all day, my brother, you know what I'm saying? Salute.
I got love for you, dog. Every time I catch you, I'm going to come chop it up with you.
Hey, always, man, you know what I'm saying? The door always open, bro. Door wide open, bro. Just come on in.
Thank you, man. Thank you, bro. You have a blessed day, bro.
You do the same, my brother.
All right.
All right. For those of you smash a like, hit the subscribe, man. This your man.